Alright, so welcome back to Wuthering Waves. Oh, hold up, I want to switch teams, give me a second. So welcome back to Wuthering Waves. So, today, well right now I'm actually going to roll for Phrolova, and also want to talk about some problems I have with the releases about the characters. Don't worry, this isn't me complaining about character designs again, because I do. It's whatever, I'm over it. But first off, let's talk about Phrolova. So Phrolova, I'm not by any means anyone who tests characters intensively. She's an interesting character. So our ideal team should be Phrolova, and then you switch to Rochia, and then you switch to Contarella, and that's her rotation. It should be the team here. Yeah, okay, that is her rotation there. Interesting that they put Rochia there, because there's, I don't know how much I can say, but yeah, whatever. So, essentially you just fill up her forte gauge. You fill up her forte gauge, and she doesn't need energy regen. She doesn't need energy regen because it depends all on her forte gauge. Oops. So yeah, she really doesn't need energy regen. Oh my god, ugh, my eyes, I got warped into hyperspace. Jesus. So this is essentially her ideal team. It should be Frolova, Rochen, and Contarella. I don't know why they placed it in this order. I know some people argue that it's like different orders or different characters feel better, but that's the quote-unquote optimal team, which is why they're rerunning Rochia and Contarella. I don't have Contarella, so it's really that. But something that I've been kind of annoyed by Wuthering Waves is that there's a new echo set. There is a new echo set, so we take a look at our data bank over here. Thanks for that. There is another new friggin' echo set, right? Oh my god, why are there so many? There's so many. Every new character essentially now has one dedicated echo set. Right, I mean, for Gusta Welkin, it was more for Air Rover, and okay, maybe like every couple, and then there's like a new one for them too. But like all the new characters have like one exclusive one. Windward Pilgrimage is essentially like only for Fleur de Lis, or Cartesia. You can use them for Air Rover too, but I don't really know why you would do that. But yeah, usually this is exclusively for Fleur de Lis. And then we have Flame and Claw Print, which is exclusively, well, quote-unquote exclusively for what's her name? Lupa. And now we have Dream of Lost, which is exclusively for, essentially, Phrolova. Which is exhausting, because now everyone has to grind a new set every single time, which makes no sense, because that is thoroughly obnoxious. I'm not buying anything, I just want to get rid of the notifications. Yeah, that's all. We get this, there we go. Sure, come here. There we go, and there we go. Okay. So that's one thing that I'm pretty annoyed by their character releases. I'm sure it's been a complaint as well for a lot of people, where they're like, yeah, I'm not getting Phrolova because I'm just tired of grinding every single day. It's like, yeah, I understand that. It is really obnoxious to have to grind a new echo set with every single release. And I'll talk more about it as I go here. But also, you'll realize that all the 4-star resonators are the same, because they don't release any 4 stars, which is not ideal. Okay, get rid of this. And it's not ideal because, and you'll see this a lot with, I like to use FGO. Ironically enough, I like to use Fate Grand Order as an example for this. because unironically, their system is really good. Because the way that FGO's team comps work is that characters, even if they're 1-star or 2-star, they still have uses. They're still extremely useful. But the thing with the 4-star resonators is that Kuro tends to actually make them into weird character playtests, mechanic playtests, right? If we take a look at Lumi, she has the sprint mechanic and all that stuff, which is fine, but they never really refined it, so she's kind of in an awkward position. Touchy is a tank, not really refined, pretty clunky in terms of gameplay as well. So there's that. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I did page 20. Okay. So there's that. The reason why you would have a lower rarity character in a gacha game, especially even for FGO, right? Even if you have a 2-star. One example is Hans Christian Andersen, is that he fills in the role of a healer, not a healer, but someone who just, I mean, I guess he's like partially a healer, but he's also like just an arts support. He fills in the role of 5 stars. You, even if you don't necessarily have a select 5-star, you could still substitute them for a different character. You can't really do that for Wuthering Waves, because the 4 stars, 1, there's not enough, and 2, all their mechanics just don't play into each other. Like they don't play into the 5 stars characters strengths, right? If you take a look at Yuhu, no one plays Yuhu because her mechanics are clunky. They didn't bother refining her, and she doesn't really have a role, so she's just kind of awkwardly there. You can definitely tell that this is a result of them sort of wanting to release more 5 stars. Really? Already? Alright, let's take a look. Hello. You can tell that this is really a result of them trying to release more 5 stars, just because that's what brings in the money. And as a result, they don't have any 4 stars whatsoever. It's also a story pacing thing, because they need to toss in characters, and they can't toss in too many characters without it being too rushed. We've seen that with a lot of the Wuthering Waves chapters, where a lot of the story pacing is kind of awful. It's improved recently, but it has been a really rough ride. So there's that. Other than that, also I think I didn't even hit pity, because the last time I hit pity was for Cortesia Fleur-de-Lis. So interesting that I got a 5-star now, because I didn't roll for her otherwise. And we got her, really. I didn't even hit pity. Huh. Cool. Yeah, I can skip it from there. Sick. Wait, I'm curious about my history. Even though there's no, like, guarantee, even though there's no, like, there has to be, like, a better way to keep track of it, though. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, 617, what? Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, is that right? No way, Cartesia is here. I almost said Cartesia. I was like, wait, hold up, no, wrong language. Oh, they did not register that? Okay, so it definitely didn't register. Interesting. Okay, so this was definitely not 90 rolls, and they still, okay, cool. Maybe that's good luck, I guess. Alright, guess I'm joining the Fractsidus now. Or Phrolova also doesn't like the release of 4 stars, but the character that's the closest to release that's a 4-star is Buling. and we don't know what her role is. So, and then every subsequent character is also 5-star. So it's like, okay, guess we're left with even less things, right? Because unfortunately they do conform to the standard gacha practice of release a character if they're relevant to the story. A lot of the times, unless it's a rerun. Alright, chop chop. Usually my weapon luck is significantly worse. But yeah. So they do that, which is kind of annoying. But whatever. I've made my the peace with it, I guess. Obviously another thing is male characters, they don't exist. Yeah. I mean, at this point it's a gacha game. It's like it's whatever. I've accepted my fate of not having male characters in a gacha game. It's always been like that, right? So, I mean, ideally, yes, they should release more male characters, but also, I'm not hopeful. I'm really not hopeful. Chop chop love. Ooh. Nice. Do I need to hit pity for that? I'm not even sure if I need to hit pity for that. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I mean, other than that, we got it. Wait. Do we still have we still have some of these? I do want another copy of Verena, because Verena is rather good. So, yeah, it's fine. Sanhua is good enough. Very useful. So, and there is. Wait, hold up. Ironically enough, I actually started building her, but then I gave up halfway through because there were just so many new characters. I was like, yeah, too many echo sets to grind. I have actually not been able to have good echo sets for Air Rover. It has been a pain. Even for Cortizia, her stats are kind of dog. It's been pretty bad. Grinding has been not great. So yeah. My god, the rest of them. Okay, cool. Who's her voice actress? Who is her voice actress? Fujita Saki? Who did you voice? Oh, really? I mean, I'm not personally familiar with her work, but she did provide the voice samples for Hatsune Miku, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, look, if there was any character I can recognize from a seiyu's resume, it's probably Fate. So if okay, she voiced a character in Arknights, cool. Any character in Fate? No, really. And I thought Fate has like 3 characters voiced by Sakamoto Maya, and they can't afford to hire her. God. Oh boy. Well, at least I got her. I do like her design a lot more than any of the other newer release characters. Probably because she's a first region character. So is Buling. I think they really nailed the design for the first region. And then the second region, I didn't really like as much. But yeah, so those are my 2 main complaints about the character releases in Wuthering Waves. Friggin' new echo sets every time a new character releases. there's probably going to be a new echo set for Augusta and Yuno as well, because I really don't see what they could use from here. I really don't see what they could use from here. Maybe Yuno does coordinate attack, but I don't really know. But from what it looks like, especially because Augusta is Electro, from what I believe. I know she has fiery hair, but I reckon she's Electro, from what I've heard. There's really no set that really caters to her, so I'm gonna believe that she is Electro. I'm probably not going to roll for Augusta or Yuno. I'm not really the biggest fan of their designs. Honestly, the character that I'm most excited for is Booling. I'm not gonna lie. I love her character. Very playful. Yeah. Very fun. A very fun character. So she's probably the one that I'm most excited for. Change title. Leisurely observed. Thank you. Any other thing? No, I didn't even complete this. I just did good enough. And that was it. But other than that, yeah, I mean, that was our Phrolova rolls. Maybe I could do one more. Seems like I've been getting pretty decent luck with her. Actually, I do want to roll for Contarella, so maybe I'll withhold it. I'll withhold for now. Or should I? I mean, I doubt I'm gonna get anything from this, so might as well. Might as well, right? Yeah, yang, yap. That's fine. Alright, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here for today. I do hope that Wuthering releases more 4 stars, otherwise it's just gonna be kind of annoying, because then there's no variations in terms of team composition. It's always the same thing, right? In terms of how team compositions work. But Phrolova is a lot more flexible in how you can build her. She works well with a lot of teams. I think some people tested her with quick swapping, mainly because she plays off field, which is cool. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, the next time that you'll see me, okay, it's probably tomorrow with the story quest. But yeah, alright. Happy rolling, I guess, for you guys. And yeah, hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you are. And may the Fractsidus bless you, or whatever. At this point, I'm joining them. They got the coolest outfits here. I don't, except for Scar's crotch onigiri, which I can't tell you why. But they removed it. So, yeah, they removed it, and Aoi is demanding to give Scar back his onigiri. So that's the thing. But yeah, okay, this time for sure I'm leaving. All right, happy rolling, bye bye, and take care.